Hello Internet, I'm Dan.
And I'm Chaz, and this is the Wine is Serious Business Show, episode 32? Yeah, 32. Alright, so for this show we're obviously blind here, but this is 2007 Oregon Pinots, on the higher end, so retail price on these is hovering between $30 and $50. Was able to find splits of all these, is kind of excited because these are all single vineyard or reserve bottlings from fairly well-known producers in Oregon. And they've all been in bottle for about a year, and it's worth checking them out because right now would be the time to start drinking them. So let's put them to the test and see which one's which.
Yeah, it's nice to get it. It's nice to be able to share these with you at these prices. So splits really make it affordable, and this should be fun because we get to taste these reserves when we go out touring, and some of them can be really incredible. So I look forward to trying them out. Yeah.
So unfortunately, I know what one of these is. These are single blind for me. I know one of these is due to bottle shape, but you have no idea what these are.
Totally blind for me. I've got no clue. So yeah, let's do wine number one.
All right. So this is one, I think.
All right.
Let me not spill over the bag here.
Yeah.
There you go.
Good stuff.
These have all been open, I want to say, 3 o'clock, so 4 hours.
Oh, wow.
4 hours, but I put a cork in the top of them, and for about the last hour, they've had the cork out.
Okay.
So just in case there was something to blow off, it'll hopefully blow it off by now. So.
Yeah, really light nose on this.
Yeah.
A little bit of strawberry, like a hint of candy, not like super candified, like anything crazy like that. Just a little sweeter.
Is it a little bit green though too? I mean, is there
totally?
Yeah,
and I'm getting some heat on it. I don't know.
Yeah. Not a particularly appetizing nose to it, honestly. I mean,
that's true. It's all right. Not off-putting, but
I mean, good red fruit, a little bit of greenness, like some green stemmy stuff, and yeah, a little bit of heat poking through. Anyway, let's go ahead and try it.
Really delicate as soon as it hits the mouth. You can tell this is nice wine right away.
Yeah, the feel in the mouth is real good. But yeah, kind of light, and it's. I mean, there's the flavor's just not coming across to me right off.
Full acidity all the way through. And I like the texture of it. The fruit, I feel more, more towards strawberry. There is a hint of a green note towards the back end of the palate, I think.
Maybe those are the tannins, or they're like sort of green tannins almost?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, they're just.
The tannins are a tiny bit rough under the tongue, but that's.
And towards the end, it starts out nice, but the fruit's not terribly good. This is an interesting case because you can tell it's well made just by the mouthfeel.
Yeah.
Like it's well put together.
Very velvety in the mouth.
And it starts out. Really clean and gentle, but the finish isn't doing a whole lot for me.
It's that case, and that's the thing. I don't have enough experience in this yet, but where would a wine like this go with age? Are those green tannins ever going to resolve? That's a question for you guys. Are the green tannins in a wine like this ever going to resolve? I have no idea.
Yeah, I'm getting some oak on there, and I'd say that the oak is used fairly well. It's not dominant, and I see that softening it up and being all right. Personally, while the tannins may soften up, the fruit's not compelling to me, and this isn't something that I'm excited about buying a bottle to age of.
The fruit's too delicate alongside the rest of the structure. So, yeah.
So 87 points for me. Not hating on it, but
it's still a very good wine. I mean, it's still got great mouthfeel. The fruit that is there is nice, but yeah, the structure's kind of, I don't know. 80. Hate to score the same. Well, I mean, why do I hate?
Yeah.
I'm sitting here rambling. 87 points for me as well.
Okay.
You totally tell it's a nice made wine, just not compelling.
Right.
Great. Have to write down our notes because we have a tendency to forget. Oh wow, I got a lot of.
We get excited this time, but that's okay. I can do the rinse, and I guess while we're doing this, we'd like to say thanks. We got a whole bunch of people. So first off, most active participant on YouTube lately, Telepilus or Telipilus, or I'm not sure how you say your name. I'm sorry about that, but I really appreciate you engaging in the show, commenting, watching regularly. That's awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, and same for me. I want to say thank you to Craig Boyne, a co-worker of mine at Intel, who's just been very vocal on our Facebook page. Craig, thank you very much. I owe you another bottle of wine, so I'm going to hook you up.
It's great, yeah, and it's people like that participating that make the show better for everybody else that watches. It's awesome. And thanks to Len. He does something called the New York Cork Report, which I'll link up in the comments. Out in New York, he came across a New York Riesling episode, tweeted it. We picked up a whole bunch of fans from New York this past week. Thanks, guys, for showing up. It's really flattering that a bunch of people from the other side of the country want to watch the show. And I look forward to exploring wines from your region more. And hopefully you guys keep having a good time watching us explore wines from around the world.
Yeah, so welcome. But hurry up, drink that shit.
Yeah,
Come on,
yeah.
let's go. You might ask why there's a motorcycle behind us. Someone tried to steal my motorcycle and I'm working on it. So, damn thieves. Oh wow, I hooked you up. Sorry about that.
That's okay. This is already better on the rinse. So.
Yeah, alright. Still really delicate nose, right? I mean, these don't have a sort of flavor that just jumps out at you and gets in your
Not
face.
really heavy, no. I'm getting like a little more rotten leaves, like a little funk going on there. Not super heavy. I mean, just kind of like forest floor character.
Absolutely. With like more like raspberry, sort of light raspberry fruit.
Some dark cherry, a little bit of dark cherry.
Yeah.
Not dominant. I'd go with the raspberry as the dominant fruit character on the nose for sure.
Real nice nose, though. I mean,
yeah,
delicate. Yeah.
Hint of nutmeg, maybe, kind of like a little bit of oak character coming through.
Yeah. But as soon as you said like the rotten leaves, like forest floor thing, yeah, it's totally there. I like that in a good Oregon Pinot. It's a compelling,
Also super clean, right out of the gate, and in this case all the way across the palate.
Vibrant acidity, but not too much. Tannins are pretty light,
yeah,
but I mean good, but yeah.
And then they really start to evolve late, like after it's been in your mouth for like 2 seconds or something like that, you start to feel them.
Right, and they're nice and dusty. They're not
still drying me out right now. Wow, like
really,
yeah, making the acidity's making the mouth water a little bit late. It's pretty good length on everything. Structure hangs in well. This isn't like deep juicy fruit going on late.
Right.
But the fruit's present, but kind of subtle as the finish goes on.
The mid palate's really nice on this. Like, the fruit right there is delicious. It's got this again, sort of like the rotten leaf sort of thing is going on a little bit in the mid palate when you start to swallow the wine. It's yeah.
Getting a really nice like tobacco spice. It's not not dominant. It's a subtle contribution to the flavor. I'd say like brighter cherries make up the fruit. Man, the acidity
is awesome.
And the integrated tannins on the finish.
The
more I drink it, the more I like it. Yeah.
Yeah. Matches with the fruit perfectly. Like the amount of fruit you've got here, the amount of structure is very well balanced. Very good.
And you know, and you read, especially we got more viewers that aren't from around here. I'm sure you've read a lot of hate about the 07 vintage. Keep in mind that for what meant some grapes didn't get fully ripe for some people, meant that other people who did get more ripe are still harvesting with really good acidity. And that's something that I've seen across the best Pinot Noir from Oregon in 2007.
Right.
Is some really solid acidity, and both of us appreciate that.
Absolutely. Man, I'm feeling this wine. This is really nice. I mean, throughout, like the balance is fantastic. It's something that I look for in good wine, and this is. I mean, it's definitely a little less heavy than the first.
Totally.
Right? It's not the velvet rug that you're gonna throw over your mouth, or cardboard rug, velvet blanket that you throw over your tongue, kind of like the first one. But man, just everything about this wine is very, very nice. The feel, the structure, the fruit, it's got it all. It's very, very, very nice wine. The acidity's awesome too.
Yeah, I'm really digging it.
91 plus for me.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go 90 even, but him saying that's making me feel a little guilty about it. I'm still gonna stand by it, but rock solid wine, and even at the price point you said the highest one was $50. Even if this is the $50 bottle, I consider it worth checking out. If that's your price range.
It's a fantastic 07. So
yeah.
If you see it around, it's a nice thing. I don't know, maybe is it the press that the 07 got, that I've seen like tons of inventory of 07 hanging around, like stuff that normally sells out on great vintages. I'm still able to buy single vineyard bottlings from certain people.
I think it's just not moving in the national market, or people that aren't around to get tastes of it on a regular basis. So I encourage you to do that, and as more incentive, that means that this stuff's probably going to be at a reasonable price. You'll be able to pick it up a little cheaper than normal. So I encourage you to do that. Also, he was talking about the velvet rug. Mouthfeel is kind of a big deal for me, and I wouldn't say that about wine number one. I wouldn't use the descriptor velvet.